Hello, I'm Rythian, and this is the final Bastion video. We're going to take a look at the alternate ending, and just talk a little bit about the game as we prepare to
If only the Mansers could have seen the kid playing around with their favorite toy.
say goodbye. Look what I found, guys. See? Yeah. This time around I didn't miss the gramophone, I didn't make sure to pick it up. You can swap musics like that. Different songs, different backgrounds. Not everyone, I think, but like most of the songs. I've mostly had Dig My Hole, Build That Wall. They're all pretty cool. It's nice to have something in the background you can play here. Since this is New Game Plus, I've upgraded every weapon, gotten every skill, done all the vigils. There's nothing to buy in Lost and Found except more upgrades, which is pointless because we've already upgraded everything. We're level 9, we're not quite level 10, but we're level 9.
Low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon.
Everything's upgraded. I've been trying out a lot of different weapons during this playthrough, but I just keep coming back to the hammer and the army carbine. They're by far my favorites. Like, I've been playing around with the machete and the fire bellows, other melee weapons. They're just not as good.
At all anymore. He's too far away.
They're much weaker. I mean, yeah, they hit faster and stuff, and they have like like damage over time and so on. But honestly, hammer is by far the best. So it's pretty cool.
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
The upgraded version of like the homing weapons are pretty sweet, like the Fang Repeater. You can just shoot from a long range and just kill everything before they really get to you. But it's not that big a deal. The Mortar does a lot of damage in an area, as does the Calamity Cannon to a degree. But I've tried all of them and I keep coming back to the hammer and the armor carbine. Hammer is just so ridiculously strong in close combat. Just everything you need. And the armor carbine is the best for long range.
Why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
And of course, my old standby favorite is always just blocking with the shield. I managed to pick up that last vigil for counter blocking while less than 20% health.
There's another reason I've been telling you all this.
See, I kill things without them even knowing they're on the screen.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away.
Oh, and since people always tell me to, I'm gonna use the black tonics more. I mean, they're nice enough and everything, but
What happens to
I just learn how to use them normally. I guess if I had been playing with more idols, I would have been more or less forced to use them. But on the other hand, if I have more idols, you'd get a lot less tonics because they stop dropping.
Imagine if you could have another go at him.
Goodbye.
You follow me?
Oh. So if you remember when I was doing this level the first time, I was theorizing that he was talking about New Game Plus and so on. And no, he probably weren't. He was just discussing how the whole restoration of Bastion thing was gonna work. Turns out I ended up actually choosing evacuation instead of restoration, but we're gonna see that other ending today. In case you don't remember, like, what we chose was to take Solve with us and oh boy. And to evacuate rather than to restore. So this time we're going to do the other way around. We're going to be a little bit more heartless and leave Self behind, and then eventually choose to restore the Bastion.
Anyone you've ever heard.
I should just jump ahead really. And heal.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, hammer's just unstoppably awesome.
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Just gonna beat this guy just by blocking. No. Ow. There we go. Better timing, come on. Here we go. I have the thing that makes me heal when I block as well. There we go.
Who am I kidding?
Didn't even need any of these. To be fair, it's not much to brag about when you're on a New Game Plus, but still, kinda cool to take him out just by blocking. And here's the jumping puzzle.
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
Ouch. Yeah, sorry, I was kinda lost there in a moment. Just listening to the music and thinking about the game.
Simple matter of pride either.
It's pretty good, and I'm happy I got the soundtrack because it's a very, very good
One
soundtrack.
thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
I especially like the two singing songs. Well, three, I guess. Soul's theme, C's theme, and then the very ending theme that combines them both together. It's pretty amazing. Okay, now we're coming up against the choice here, so we can just about be done with me rambling. I'll start to see more about the game itself. We took him last time, but now we're going to move on. Bye, Zolf.
Kid saves Zolf once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
That's a lot of aura.
After talking it over like this, guess I'm beginning to have my doubts.
So far, obviously, no big change, except for, well, that's not what I meant. I mean, obviously, I'm in the same area, but now they're all actually trying to shoot me, instead of, like, letting me go. This battering ram hits quite hard. If only it wasn't so slow. You know, I'm actually a bit surprised. Like, we're supposed to be more or less like so few survivors, but there's so many Aura still alive. How come there's so many Aura alive and so few Ceylondians? I mean, the Calamity was supposed to get rid of the Aura in the first place. Weird.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid.
Still the
Get
same
up, kid.
as it was when I rescued Self.
Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up.
I liked it more when I rescued Self because I had to eat so many of their blow
That's
darts
more
and
like
stuff. I don't really understand why he's still lying there now.
Set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
Oh, look at who I rescued this time around, by the way. The Squirt stayed alive. I also got my little portal turret.
Chromatic data overflow.
My pith bowl. Mailbox. I never get any mail in the mailbox. I don't even know what it's for. Got my ankle gator. The pecker. Also, here's an
First
outhouse.
things first, kid. The Bastion's waiting.
And here's the final
Bastion.
shard.
It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
When you talk to Zia here, it feels like it's the first time you've ever heard anyone else say something, but in the dream, when you go to Johnston Bog or whatever it's called, you actually do hear Zolf
Don't
speak
be
as
shy
well.
now.
So, you do actually hear all three voices.
Good to see you. You can undo the Calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
It pretty much mostly sees the same, honestly, like saving Rux or rescuing, leaving him behind hasn't been much of an issue, although I guess I'll have to see once I get to the actual ending. I can definitely imagine that restoration versus evacuation is the bigger deal. And here we go, the last choice. Restoration.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Ceylondia, we're coming home.
I set myself to fly, the wind it will take.
And that's the alternate ending. I'd have to say I definitely prefer what I went for the first time. I have a feeling if I'd done this ending first, I would have immediately tried to restart and do it over again. Load the save or something instead of waiting to go through an entire New Game Plus. That's Sylph's girlfriend. And she's got the aura sigil in her hair. Well, this is finally it. We've seen everything of this game that we can see. Thoroughly explored it and enjoyed it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.